Hello my chariots, welcome back to my channel for another pick a card reading that I do have for you today. And today's reading is messages from your guides, okay? What it is that you need to hear, whatever it is that they want you to know. We will see what comes through, all right? So I do have 3 piles. Before we get started, I do always like to say hello and thank you to everyone. Thank you for all of you that have continued with me on this journey and through your support. It's been wonderful. For all my returning subscribers, I always appreciate you being there. Love reading your comments. And for anyone new as well, okay? If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you like what you see, please subscribe. And for all of you out there, the easiest way to do an energy exchange is to give my videos a thumbs up, okay? Because liking those videos really helps the algorithm of the channel, and it helps to reach other people that may need to hear these messages as well. So if you get a chance, give my videos a thumbs up, and be sure to turn on your notifications, okay? That little bell icon, so that you know when I'm uploading the latest content. All right, so if we take a look at the 3 piles that I have for you today, we are using the beautiful deck from Kim Cron's The Wild Unknown Archetypes deck. All right, that's what I have picked for you today. So pile 1, you have this beautiful card here, and it is called The Village. All right, so that will be your reading. And pile 2, you have this card here called The Mirror. And pile 3, you have this card here called The Forest. All right, so my beautiful chariots, do what you need to do. If you are drawn to more than one pile, that's perfectly fine. That means that there's other messages for you to hear in the other piles, okay? And if you are not drawn to any of them, or you are not connecting with me from my energy, or things are just not resonating for you, that is fine as well. That just means this reading is not for you today, okay? These readings are for the general collective, so not everything will resonate all the time. All right, so you can just be okay with that and just kindly back out and go check out one of the other videos that I have posted, or you can go check out those other amazing tarot readers out there, because there are so many and they do such a beautiful job. All right, so let's get started. Pick your pile and I will see you there. Hello, pile 1. All right, you chose this beautiful card here called The Village from The Wild Unknown Archetypes by Kim Cron. All right, and today's message, I shouldn't say message, today's pick a card reading is messages from your guides, okay? So we are going to see what comes through here. So before we get started, you know, I like everyone to just take a moment to quiet their mind and clear their energy. So pile 1, if you can take in a deep breath. And I just want you to be still for a second. Just let go some of that tension. And I want you to connect to your 3rd eye chakra, all right? So in order to do that, I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I am connected to my higher inner power, and I trust my intuition always. All right, so we are starting off here with this card that you chose, all right, called The Village, all right, from The Wild Unknown Archetypes. So this card, when you're talking about a village here, we are talking about hometown, okay, or we are talking about family, or we're talking about tribe. All right, and the energy associated with this card is sort of this unspoken boundary, because with this card comes different feelings. For some, it could mean nostalgia and comfort and feeling safe and secure, okay? And for others, it could give you a feeling of uneasiness where you might feel trapped, okay, or restricted. The thing about the village is this is, to me, a place about whether you need to grow and expand outside your comfort level, or sometimes it's that call to come back home, okay, to your roots. All right. Like I said, if you're feeling the light side of this card, again, there's an intimate feeling here. There's a communal feeling. You're rooted, okay? You feel secure, but it's that shadow side that we experience with this energy, where sometimes you're afraid to step outside your boundaries or think outside the box, and you end up becoming small-minded, all right, or trapped, and you feel restricted in a certain situation, all right? And this energy can occur within your environment, or, you know, involving people such as your family and friends and relationships, okay, where you may feel restricted or you feel the need to grow. All right, so right up, there is this message I feel for you, pile one, this group, that there's something here, all right, about a boundary, an unspoken boundary, I feel, that we need to explore. So let's take a look at tarot and see what else we can get. Oops, sorry, I just bumped my table. Today I'm using the Fountain Tarot. All right, so this is one of my favorite decks. So let's see what else comes through. What messages does Spirit have for you today? This is for pile one, Spirit. We're asking, what messages do you have for pile one today? What messages do you have for pile one? What is it that they need to know most? And what is it that connects them to this card of the village? So we have the Ten of Wands. Wow, that card wanted to come out. The Six of Wands. And the Three of Wands. A lot of fire and passion coming through here. Interesting. What else? The Moon. And the Tower. Wow. Okay, on the bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands. You can't see that, so let me put the Page of Wands right here. And underneath the Page of Wands is the Five of Cups. So overall, pile one, the first energy that I am getting is and especially connecting to this card, the Village, that we just discussed, is that there is something hidden within you, okay, that you are really craving to experience. And this is coming in the form of desire and passion, okay? And you have been waiting, all right? You have been putting this on hold, and you keep waiting, I feel, for this right opportunity to show up, and yet time keeps slipping by, all right? And because of that, this is a burden for you, all right? Because we are starting out here in this reading with the Ten of Wands, which is showing me the burden that you are carrying when it comes to whatever action you want to take. And I do take this as action because the first three cards are all wands. So this is a fire energy here. This is a fiery energy coming through. And then we also have the Tower, all right? And the Tower is ruled by Mars, the planet Mars, which is also all about action, right? And the Tower is a huge change, okay? So I feel like there's something in your life that you are looking to change, all right? You are looking for this new opportunity, all right? Especially with the Page of Wands. So we have 4 cards here that are all wands. So a lot of you can be a fire sign, okay? So we are talking about Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, all right? So if that's not true, it's just the energy of this fire that's within you that I feel is burning, all right? And there's this sense of desire, all right? And it's something that you want success in with the Six of Wands here, because this is about victory and success. There's something that you want to work through, all right, that you want to be successful with. But I feel that whatever this opportunity is, you have kept it hidden, okay, with the Moon here, because this is representing to me secrets, hidden energies, all right? So I feel like this is something that you have not shared with many people, all right? That you have not let many people in. And it's really becoming frustrating for you, because with the Three of Wands here, right, there's an opportunity of waiting for that right moment. But sometimes what happens when you see the Three of Wands, because that card's all about waiting for that ship to come in, waiting for that right opportunity. But sometimes then you never end up taking the opportunity because you've waited too long. All right. And the Tower is here showing me that this is an action that needs to be taken. Okay. Because I feel that something's going to come crashing down if you don't make a move on it sooner or later. All right. So this pile for you, the main message from Spirit today is all about taking action and following your passions and desires, okay? And stop keeping them hidden. It's time to speak up, okay? It's time to speak up about them, because underneath the Page of Wands is the Five of Cups, which is showing me there's a loss here. All right, there's a sadness, there's a feeling of regret and remorse. And I feel that there's this sadness that exists here with you because of this action or this opportunity that you have not, acted on, okay? I feel like you're just here waiting, thinking that maybe this time it'll be better, and maybe not this time will be better, and time is just slipping away. And because of that, there's this burden here, okay? Very burden, like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, Okay, and you need that release. You need this lifted. So let's see if I can clarify. Spirit, can I clarify the other cards on this table, please? Can we clarify the Ten of Wands? Oh, wow, the Lovers. So this could be about love and a decision. And I'll tell you, this is card number 51 here, and that does reduce to 6, all right, which is the Lovers card. So you have 2 number 6s coming through. So this can very well be an experience for you in regards to love, especially that choice for unconditional love. Can you clarify the 6 of Wands? The Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Fate and destiny. Can we clarify the 3 of Wands? The 6 of Cups. My goodness. Can we clarify the Moon? The Hierophant. And can we clarify the Tower? The 3 of Wands again. So the 3 of Wands coming out twice. And on the bottom of this deck, we have Strength. Wow, with the 2 of Wands. So I'm definitely picking up on some strong energy coming here of some kind of situation that is unresolved. All right, there's a situation here between you and another person, pile 1, where you feel like this person is your soulmate. All right, you feel these deep feelings. All right, and perhaps you've, you know, take the Village card, how it resonates. Perhaps you are closed off and you are not used to going outside the box and risking for love. Or perhaps it's the opposite, where perhaps you've put yourself out there too many times and now, you know, it's time to reel yourself in. You know, when we talk about the Lovers card here and unconditional love, I feel like there's a call for you to be strong in the situation with the Strength card here. With the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant, I definitely feel like there's some sort of spiritual lesson that or journey that you are on when it comes to love, and the types of partners that you've had in the past, and as you move forward now in the present and the future. Okay, but I do feel with the Wheel of Fortune right here in the center of your reading, that is showing me that this is about divine timing. So I feel like whatever is going on here is calling for you to be strong, okay? And that patience is involved here. But you are certainly waiting for something. You're waiting to make a move. It's also possible here, pile 1, now this is just for some of you, so take this how it resonates. Some of you are married and you are thinking about leaving an unfulfilled marriage, okay? But again, timing is being called for along with strength here. Leo energy coming through, Gemini energy coming through, and we have the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. All right. Let me pull from, this is the Oracle deck, Ask Your Guides. So let's see what else you need to know in regards to this situation. But it's something, you know, that you, I feel in regards to the Lovers, and if it's not a person, it's just something that you're very passionate for. All right. So if this is not a person, right? Because we have the Six of Cups here, which is about soulmates, and it's that feeling of home. It's about nostalgia. It's about memories, and it's also representative of a reconciliation. The Three of Wands, which I've seen twice, can also represent a long-distance relationship. So it is possible that the two of you are not in the same area. And if this is not a person, okay, this is just something that you're very passionate for, that you need to make a choice in, a decision. With the Lovers here, oftentimes the Lovers represents a choice. And I do feel that whatever the decision is that it's calling for a lot of strength, but it's also, you know, I feel with the Six of Wands here in the middle, you might be battling your ego a little bit, okay? Because you really want this victory, and yet there's, I feel still this stagnant energy where there's a period that you're waiting. So I feel like you're either just, I almost feel like there's a limbo stage here, and it's almost like time to make that decision where you either need to let go and move on, or you need to move forward and take action in some way, okay? Because I feel with this Village card, it's all about either coming home to your roots or stepping outside the boundaries that you've been so comfortable in, right? So let's get a card from Ask Your Guides to see if there's anything else. So is there anything else for pile one that they need to know, Spirit? Anything else for pile one? Ooh, isn't that interesting? I love when this happens. Okay, risk. Taking risk, right? And I almost feel like this is calling for you, pile one, to take a risk in some way, all right? So take that how it resonates. This is, if you look down here, card number 43, which reduces to 7, okay? And that is the Chariot. And that is all about making the choice for forward movement. So it's almost like I almost get this feeling like you are being nudged by Spirit here to stop dilly-dallying, sort of, to speak, with the Three of Wands showing up twice. There's something very risky here that I feel that it's time for you to make that decision, okay? And whatever that decision is going to work out for you, regardless of how you feel, because we have the Wheel of Fortune here, and I feel that there's that fated energy that you will be pulled towards whatever it is that you feel that you need to do, okay? So before we close out the reading, I am going to get you one card from the Moonology deck. So what is the advice for pile one in regards to this choice, this risk? What is the advice for pile one, Spirit, at this time, right now, when they are watching this reading? So whenever you find this reading, my readings are timeless, is when you need to hear this. Wow, don't let pride get in your way, okay? Full moon in Leo. We talked about the Six of Wands. I felt energy of pride coming through there. And we also have the Leo card, the Strength card, coming through. And sometimes, you know, that does come through as pride, because we're talking about being strong and courageous and bold. But then sometimes there's also an energy that comes through as you're holding back on something that you shouldn't. So see, there's this, I'm feeling this push and pull almost of some, you know, pile one, I feel like you're a group that you cannot make up your mind about something. All right. And here is your message from spirits to, you know, if this helps in order to make your decision, Don't let pride get in your way, all right? Follow your heart, follow your intuition, and follow your inner voice, all right? So I'm going to leave your reading here. I hope it resonated for you in some way, and I will talk to you again soon. Hello, pile 2. All right, you picked this card here, the Mirror, and this is from the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck, okay, that we're using today. And today we are doing messages from Spirit, okay? So your guides, whatever comes through today, I'm giving you messages on what you need to know most right now. All right, so before we get started, let's take a minute to just clear our energies and settle. So pile 2, if you can take in a deep breath for me. Quiet your mind and just be still. I want you to connect to your third eye chakra right now. And in order to do that, I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I'm connected to my higher inner power, and I trust my intuition always. All right, so pile 2, all right, you chose this card here, the Mirror, right? And the energy around the Mirror, I feel it has a lot to do with, I feel self-validation and self-worth, okay? This is a card of self-perception. When you think about a mirror, we are talking about reflection. We are talking about illusion. You know, it's almost like the looking glass, all right? So I feel that, and with a mirror, you know, depending on what energy we're in, whether you're light side or dark side, you get a very different self-perception. You can look in this mirror and find yourself beautiful and see nothing else, right? Or look at, like here, we're looking at a piece of shattered or, you know, glass. Shards can alter what you're looking at, right? And that can cause distortion. So I really do feel that sometimes it depends the energy you're in and how you're seeing yourself when you are looking in the mirror and you're reflecting, because it can be a trickster energy, all right? On the light side, I feel that when you're really looking at yourself, this is about authenticity and being true to who you are. And it's about witnessing the deeper self. It's like a pure awareness, almost like that beautiful awakening that we go through. But on the dark side, you can be comparing yourself to others and really feeling awful and devaluing yourself and lack of self-worth and harsh edges that you see, all right? Narcissism can exist here. So again, it depends where you are right now and how that energy resonates with you if you pick this card. But let's take a look and see what else tarot can help with today. So I am using the Fountain Tarot. And this is one of my favorite decks lately. I love the energy that the deck has when I'm working with it. A lot of times when I need something therapeutic, what I find very therapeutic is shuffling my tarot cards. So, you know, if I'm having a moment of stress or I feel like, you know, things aren't right or I'm feeling overwhelmed, I will come over and I just sit down and I will shuffle my tarot cards. And this deck is one of those decks where I just feel at complete sense of peace when I'm working with this deck. So I am using it today because I felt called to it. So we are talking about pile 2 here, Spirit. What messages does pile 2 need to hear at this time? And how How are these messages connected to this card here, the Mirror? Ooh, the Tower, and that came out in pile 1. Different placement, but it did come out, so I'm just letting you know. Strength. Interesting. The Hanged Man. Wow, the Wheel of Fortune. I do feel there's collective energy. There's very similar cards coming from that were in pile 1. So you may want to check it out. Different messages, but similar cards. The Five of Swords. On the bottom of the deck, the Two of Swords. And underneath that is the Ten of Swords. Make sure you could see these. So there's definitely similar cards to pile 1, but the message that I feel that's coming across for pile 2, something that you need to reflect on, since we're speaking of the Mirror pile 2, is balance. All right, this is a very strong energy coming through, showing me how this pile, you are not in balance with yourself. All right, and there's a struggle right now. I feel that you've been going through something very difficult. All right, so please take that, how it resonates for you, whatever your situation is right now with this Tower card here. Okay, so I definitely feel an energy of chaos and upheaval, okay, especially with the Five of Swords in your reading. And that's showing me that there, overall, the overall energy that's coming through here is there has been some sort of balance that you're sort of spiraling, I feel, out of control, and we need to reel that in, okay? We need to look at things from a different perspective with this Hanged Man here. I feel that Spirit wants you to know that you are not looking at whatever situation that this is, and it can be many different things, okay? It could be a job that is not working out, okay? It could be a breakup with you and a person, okay? A split, even possibly a divorce. Whatever the situation is, it could be just an overwhelming burden in having to take care of family, and that can be your personal family. That can also be extended family as well. I'm feeling that, again, whatever the situation is, it's calling for a lot of strength from you, but I feel that there's a spiral here where you are feeling out of control, and I'm almost looking at this Strength card because you have to go within and see yourself, all right? And you have to pull this power, okay, of strength, of courage from within you. I feel that because with this Mirror card here, that you have a very low self-perception of yourself at this time, all right? a lot of internal conflict with the Five of Swords here. And what I'm feeling is with the Two of Swords here on the bottom of the deck, because this is all about indecision, okay, and not making a decision. But with that two, again, I feel the balance. I'm really feeling this sense of something is really out of alignment with you. Aside from whatever upheaval is you are going through, and perhaps whatever choice needs to be made, you know, you may need to make a choice about something. But the message coming through here is you and getting yourself back to a sense of control and a sense of peace. And you're being asked, because with the Wheel of Fortune here, whatever is going on, I feel that whatever is happening was meant to happen. So in one way, I feel that you have no control over that. You only have control over yourself and the way that you're handling this situation. Spirit with the Hanged Man here is asking you to look at the situation from a different perspective. Now, in addition, this card here, the Mirror, is card number 68, which in tarot, that reduces to 14, and that is Temperance, which is another card of balance and moderation. So that is the main message that I'm getting for this group today. You're going through a lot of pain here. All right, there's the Ten of Swords. There's an ending. Something has ended, all right, that really has caused, you know, how can I say this easily? Well, just to be honest, it's kind of been sucking the life out of you, whatever it is that you've been going through, all right? This Ten of Swords is a card of deep pain, all right? And it also signifies an ending. Now, the good thing about the Ten of Swords that I always like to point out, or the positive side, is that it's a cycle and it will end, okay? So it is coming to an end for you, all right? And I feel like, you know, that's even the decision that you need to make here. You sort of have to pull your head out of the sand and take a good hard look at yourself, okay? And be honest with yourself and see yourself for who you are, all right? I feel that there's a strong sense of energy here that you've been very hard on yourself. So Spirit is asking you to take this time to regroup and refocus, all right? You need to be gentle and kinder to yourself, okay, for whatever situation that is going on. We do have the Fool card here behind the Ten of Swords. So, you know, there's a brand new journey in store for you, okay? Something new is coming, but I do feel that, you know, this is a message that you need to work on yourself. Okay, hold on one second. Sorry about that, pile 2. I was interrupted. I had to take a call. I wanted to do some clarifying now. All right, with your group. So again, the message for you is there's something here. I feel that you're very out of balance, all right? You've had a lot of chaos and a lot of internal conflict that you've been struggling with. And I believe the last thing I was saying is that Spirit really wants you to look at your situation just from a higher perspective. There's this feeling here that you're not looking at the big picture. I feel like you're only looking at part of it, okay? So let me just see what I can clarify here. Can I clarify the Tower? Ooh, the Seven of Swords. So there could have been some sort of deception that you've experienced. Okay. And look, oh my goodness, strength calling for strength. Now this is Leo energy, clarifying Leo energy. Really calling for you to be strong in this situation. So you may be feeling those moments of weakness. 8 of Pentacles, whatever this situation is, you have worked really hard in. I feel like you've put a lot of effort into this, all right? And now for you, it feels like everything is crashing, okay, at this moment. And can we clarify the Wheel of Fortune? The Sun, All right, that's really showing me that things will get brighter for you. All right, so this is to remind you again, you know, if you're feeling very low about yourself and the situation, all right, you need to reassess. Okay, you need to reassess and take some time to heal yourself. All right. I feel like there's some energy here that you need to purge and release and let go of so that you can bring yourself back into that positive vibe. All right. There's a lack of remaining positive through this. I feel like you really think things are hopeless. There's this feeling of hopelessness. That's what I'm picking up on. Can we clarify this Five of Swords? The Two of Wands, right? The Two of Wands is about unfinished business. You know, you just might have to take that moment to take a breather and then reassess and then move forward on some sort of project or step or plan that you need to work through. All right. And, you know, this deception, whatever has occurred here, I feel has really put you in a low space. I mean, look at this. We have the Tower on the bottom of this deck again. So there's definitely some low energy. Oh my God. And the Wheel of Fortune. But again, faded energies. All right. Faded energies really coming through here. So let's see what else. What else? I have the deck here, Ask Your Guides. So Spirit, what else do we need to know about this situation? What else do we need to know, or what else can you clarify for us? Let's see here. Wow, victory. So I do feel that, you know, look, divine helpers, I do feel that the universe is on your side. They are surrounding you because they realize what a tough time it is that you are going through. And you are going to have victory from this situation, no matter how bad you think it is, no matter what you're going through here, you are going to come out on top. You are going to be victorious. All right, so I'm going to pull one more card from the Moonology deck. Spirit, what else as we close out this reading? What else? The energy is gaining momentum. All right, so, you know, sometimes there's a delay. Obviously, you know, when we manifest certain things, when we, you know, want to or try to manifest, when we do meditations to release and purge energy, it doesn't just happen with the snap of a finger, okay? Just remember that. So I do feel that your energy, all right, you will gain that momentum to step back into that power, that victorious power, so that you can move through this with grace and dignity, and you are going to come out on top here. All right, pile 2. So I'm going to leave the reading here. I hope it resonated with you. I'll talk to you again soon. Hello, pile 3. All right, you chose the Forest. Okay, this beautiful card here from the Wild Unknown Archetypes by Kim Kranz. And the reading today is all about just messages from your guides. So whatever it is that they feel that you need to hear at this time, that's what we're going to talk about, okay? So before we get started, let's just take a moment to clear your energies, all right, and quiet your mind. So pile 3, if you can take in a deep breath for me. Just be still. I want you to connect with your third eye chakra. So in order to do that, I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I am connected to my higher inner power, and I trust my intuition always. All right, so you chose the forest. You know, and we're talking about the forest. We're looking like, look, there's this little opening. So it's almost like when you enter the forest and you hear people say they're in the thick of the forest. It's kind of that energy where you lose your way. So you're along in your journey and you sort of lose your way, your sense of direction. Okay, and it's like walking through this forest. And there's a mixture of feeling because you walk in, and obviously forests can be mystical and they can be full of enchantment. All right, but there also can be fear because you're expecting to see a clear path, and maybe you get in there and that's not what you see. All right, because of the dense foliage, and you start to lose your way. So again, depending on where your energy is and how you're resonating is how you will take and see this card. You know, for the light side, you know, this shows like magic or a feeling of adventure or childlike wonder, you know, that thrill. But then if you are in the dark side, you can see the density, like as if you can't get out, you're not going to be able to see your way through concealment. All right, so it's really about this feeling when you're feeling lost, but then you finally find yourself again, you know, and there's that relief. So with that being said, let's take a look and see what else tarot has to say in regards to this card. So I am using the Fountain Tarot deck today. I have pulled pork in the crock pot, and the aroma throughout my house just smells wonderful right now. And I just got a whiff of it. So this is for pile 3. Spirit, what messages does pile 3 need to hear right now? And how are they connected to this card, the forest? What is it that they need to know? The Knight of Cups. The Page of Pentacles. The Seven of Cups. What else? The Page of Cups. And the Eight of Swords. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Pile 3, the first thing that I was really feeling as I'm looking at this energy as a whole was this feeling of this pile needing help or needing assistance in something, but afraid or having a fear to ask for it. And the reason that I'm saying that is because there is this, the first thing I'm seeing is we have 2 pages and a knight, which, you know, the pages are a very young energy, okay? And there's an innocence about them, all right? You know, not so much a naiveness, but there's an innocence here, along with this Knight of Cups. And often, you know, the Knight of Cups, you know, that's talking about love and emotions. And often, you know, it's a card about proposal, like wanting to come forward and to take that chance, okay, and extend that cup of love. But sometimes, you know, what in at least the traditional card, you'll see that horse that has their foot up, their hoof up, because they're afraid to cross the water. You know, they're afraid to dive deeper, or get emotional. And I feel that there's something with the 8 of Swords that you're you feel this sense of entrapment. Something you're in your head about, that you can't gain clarity on. With the 7 of Cups, I feel like there's a sense of confusion, that you're looking for clarity. And I feel like it's almost as if you're looking for help, or you're looking for there's a fear here of having to do something that's right, but you're afraid to face that. Okay, with the 6 of Swords, this is a healing card. So this is about healing, and this is about moving on to calmer waters. All right. But we have the 9 of Wands behind this, which is showing me, you know, this group, you're wounded in some way. This is the wounded warrior with the 9 of Wands here. This is someone that, you know, has been through battles, and because of that, they're standing there strong, with endurance and perseverance, and not wanting to give up. All right, not ready to throw in the towel yet, but yet at the same time, there's walls that have been created here. I feel this is a group where you're trying to protect yourself from something, and yet in order to heal and move forward, I feel like you have to move forward. All right, with the 6 of Swords here, you have to move in a forward direction, and that includes sort of releasing these walls that you have created. I do feel that whatever your situation is, it is an emotional situation for you. We have 3 cup cards here, all right? And yet the Page of Coins sits here in the middle. And to me, that's all about, wanting to start or create something new in this physical material world right now, this 3D world. This page, the Page of Coins, is like a mini magician, because they're a mini manifester. This is about wanting to manifest something new in a small way, you know, taking that little extra step, you know, extending that olive branch to create something new in this here and now. And I feel, again, you're struggling with this to the point that I feel like you need help, or you're wondering if you should reach out for advice, whether that is by talking to a friend, or a coworker, or therapist, or just somewhere, even going online and looking for advice. I feel like you are in the thick of this journey, you know, in your forest. You are actually right now on that trail in a forest, and you're looking to find your way. You know, I feel like it's a dense time for you. It's cloudy. You're not sure exactly how to get out of that forest. Things in your mind are clouding you. All right. I feel like this is an overthinker here. And this is card number 36, which in tarot, you know, 36 reduces to 9. That is Hermit. All right. This is Hermit energy. This is Virgo. Virgos very much are overthinkers. They're worriers. All right. This is someone that's really in over their head about a certain situation, and they feel like they don't know how to find their way out of it or how to resolve it. And because of that, I just feel there's this sense of innocence here, because you really feel like you don't know what to do and that you need some sort of guidance. You need some help. It's almost like to kind of push you out of that fear. You're looking for something, you know, and that's something as little as maybe you're right now, you just don't know what to do, and you're looking for signs or symbols or synchronicities, or, you know, you're just trying to come to terms, but I feel you're really letting it overtake your mind. Okay, which why this 8 of Swords is here, because you can't seem to shake something, and yet I don't see, you know, a strong power coming through that you feel like you can make your way through the forest, you know, and find that opening and find your way. So let's take a look here and see. Can we clarify this 9 of Cups? This Knight of Cups, please. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's an extra card in this deck. It reminds me of the Lovers. Can we clarify the Page of Coins? Oh, wow. Look. Oh, my God. Okay, so the 2 cards came out as one, and we have the Lovers and the Devil. Wow. Can we clarify the 7 of Cups? The 9 of Cups. Clarify the Page of Cups. Oh wow, this is another card in this deck, the extra card. It sort of represents a 10 of Pentacles for me. And the Tower. Wow. All right. And on the bottom of the deck, so wow, the 5 of Swords. So again, you're in your jungle, you're in your forest, and I feel that, you know, this group, you're having a hard time finding your way, and you know, you're trying, you know, you want this new experience with this Ace of Wands here. All right. You want a new beginning in something that is going to emotionally fulfill you, because we have the 9 of Cups here with this wish fulfillment. And look, with the Lovers card right in the center and the Devil, what this is showing me is this is this decision where you feel so unsure of what to do is very painful for you right now. Oftentimes you might hear the Devil card, you know, this is the lovers that are in pain. There's something that, with the 8 of Swords here and the Devil, there's something that you feel bound to, and yet there's something that you feel that you really want to move forward and be part of, you know. And this is where, you know, this is an extra card in this deck that I use, and it looks very, you know, obviously it represents love. All right, it's another form of the Lovers. So there's some sort of choice that you're struggling with. Also down here, clarifying the Page of Cups is this. Now this card, you know, I take it sort of as a family card. So perhaps children are involved in this decision, that you don't want to hurt children, or there's a family life that or circumstances surround, you know, is part of your forest. And there's just such this fear here of this tower moment occurring. So I feel that, you know, the conflict for you, pile 3, is not wanting this current foundation that you have in place to break down, and yet there's a real struggle here, because I feel in your mind with the 8 of Swords, it's a constant battle for you, because I feel when it comes to your emotions and your happiness, your feelings reside somewhere where you are holding them back. And you hold them back because you are trying to prevent a tower moment from happening. But yet it is causing so much conflict for you inside. And because of that, I feel that you are in this forest, basically there, roaming around, experiencing different trails before you actually find your way out where you need to be. So let me ask the guides. So Spirit, what else can you clarify or tell me about the situation for pile 3, please? Oh, balance. And we talked about balance a lot in pile 2. All right. But this is card number 36, and that's the Hermit. That's the Hermit. So there's this strong Hermit energy that's coming through with both of these cards, because this forest is you. You're going within, right? You're trying to soul search, right? It's about self-reflecting, and it's about a whole lot of soul searching when we're talking about the Hermit. This is someone that can become very withdrawn, all right, because they just can't figure out how to balance the situation. You know, and it could be that you have to start looking at this situation from a higher perspective, whatever it is that you're currently doing right now, or however you're choosing to handle this. It's not working, okay? It's leaving you feeling very, with the 2 cards here, there's just this, you're not in balance. You don't know what to do. Okay, there's this struggle, I feel, for emotional fulfillment versus righteousness and doing right for others. Okay, there's this, and there's the balance there. So let me get a card from the Moonology deck before we close out the reading. So for pile 3, Spirit, what do they need to know in regards? What do they need to know right now? Oh, and that one just flew out. Communication is key. All right. So communication is key. New moon in Gemini. All right. So there could be some situations where you need to have some healthy communication. All right. With the people that you love. All right. Instead of holding everything in, because I feel there's that feeling then that you're just going to remain in this forest. You know, I feel like there's a dark side right here, right now, you know, and you need to make your way. You have to find that path to get out. All right. Clear that concealment, that cloudiness, that, you know, the illusions that are getting in your way here with this 7 of Cups energy. And Spirit is suggesting that communication for you is the key. All right. So I hope this resonated with you, pile 3. And I will talk to you again soon. Bye.